The first method of infusing flavor is by grinding or zesting elements into the cake batter. The zest of orange, lime, and lemon can be added to the cake batter before baking. Make sure to gently zest just the colored part and not the bitter white pith underneath. And I always reserve the juice because it can substitute for the liquid in the cake. Similarly, dry spices could be added directly to the dry ingredients of the cake. One of the most popular is cinnamon, added to carrot cakes. But one of my best kept secrets until now is adding a pinch of cayenne pepper to my carrot cake recipe. Just a pinch. That orangey, deep flavor will enhance the carrot and open up the senses. For those of us who enjoy finding new ways to flavor our cakes, may I introduce you to tea. One of my favorite is chamomile tea. I pour hot milk or any of the cake liquids onto the chamomile blossoms, let it steep for a few minutes, drain and add it as the regular milk or liquid of the cake. Most people will not be able to identify the specific flavor, but you will get a certain floral aroma that deepens the flavor of the cake as it matures. Remember that flavors such as chamomile or tea will mature over time, so let the cake macerate for a few days before serving. A very important preparation to infuse flavor into a cake is to create a syrup. My syrup is called not so simple syrup. Traditionally, bakers have used simple syrup, which contains equal amounts of granulated sugar and water melted together. That kind of syrup is so dense that it does not need refrigeration. However, it's very sweet and thick because of the amount of sugar. A cup of my not too simple syrup is composed of 2/3 cups water and 1/3 cup sugar. So it's 1 to 2. You mix them on low heat until the sugar melts, but then refrigerate for longer storage. We sprinkle the syrup lightly on the layers of cake after they've been baked and chilled to add additional moisture and flavor. Now, what kind of flavors can go into the syrup? If I want to add spices, I'll use cinnamon sticks. The flavor is much deeper than using powdered cinnamon. And the same orange peel that we zested earlier can be cooked with the sugar syrup to add an additional layer or an interpretation of flavor. Let's talk about herbs. You can extract the flavor of rosemary or ginger by pouring the liquid part of any cake recipe over them, letting macerate for a few minutes, draining and using it as part of the cake batter, or pouring hot syrup over those aromatics, let it steep, drain, sieve, and sprinkle on top of the cake. Each method will interpret the flavors in a different way.